Hi, I'm Shreya and this is Decoding Code. In this video, we are going to be talking about linked lists, and don't really worry about all this code because that's just exercises showing the methods that you can use with linked lists, and that's a lot of methods that we won't be going over all of them today, and even all of this doesn't really go over all of them, but today we will be talking about what linked lists are, how to use them, meaning syntax. Also, I'll show you guys some of the methods, some of the basic methods that you might find yourself using a lot, and also why you would even want to use linked lists in your code, and possibly when you might want to use them. So, let's get right into it. Linked lists are a data structure. It's a collection. Linked lists can be used, well, they're lists. They're also kind of like queues because they are linked together. So each element is called a node, and each node is connected to the one after it and the one before it. So this creates this kind of like chain, which makes it very easy to manipulate because they're kind of aware of what's around them, and it's way faster because a lot of shifting doesn't have to happen because they're all linked like that. If you like remove or add something, everything doesn't have to like shift over like it does in let's say array lists. The syntax. So if you're making an object, then you would put linked lists, and then a good practice to have is to put the type in because it wants you to do that, so it's kind of clarifying. And then you would put the name of your list equals new, and then linked list type, and then brackets. I mean, what are these things called? I looked it up, they're called parentheses. I was just being dumb as usual. But what was I talking about? Alright, so some of the common just methods. The syntax for all of these will basically just be the object and then dot whatever the method is, and then if you need to input anything, that'll be after that. So for adding, you can add different values to your list, and these will actually show up in the order that you put them in. So you can see I printed it out, and it's rose, tulip, daisy, poppy, and that's in the order that I put it in. You can also check if it has a next value after it because they are all connected, and then you can also print that next value. You can check the size of the entire list. You can get a certain index. There is a descending iterator and an iterator. It returns an iterator, either descending or ascending, and it will go through the entire thing. You can also add all, which is basically adding all of the values of a certain other collection to the end of this one. So you can add that at a specific index, or it could just be at the end. If I say flowers.addAll 4, new list, I'm adding this new list to the starting at the index of 4 to flowers. You can also remove certain indexes. Remove first, remove last. There's also a get first and get last. A few more. You can clear the entire thing. You can also, there are some static methods in collection. Since this is a collection, you can use these. So you can swap the values as specific indexes in the list. Oh, you can also check if it contains something. And you can also check if something is empty. So you just say, let's put something here, flowers dot, and then this is where you can see kind of everything, and then there's an is empty, and it's basically seeing if it's empty. And right now, nothing will show up in the console because I'm not printing anything, but you get the point. Why would you even want to use a linked list as opposed to maybe an array list? Well, linked lists, again, are connected in and all linked together. So For one, it's faster to manipulate. If you're adding things and deleting or removing things, then all of them are linked anyways, and everything doesn't have to just shift over like it does with an array list. An array list actually would be better for storing values and not messing with them too much, although you can if you want to. It's just if you wanted to do more with manipulating them, you can use a linked list. There are other pros and cons for linked lists, but I think that's the main one. If you want to do something that's sort of like a sequence or everything is connected and you need the nodes to kind of know what's around them, then it's great to use a linked list because that's exactly what it does. That's actually it for this video. I hope you learned more about that. Hopefully it helped you to understand linked lists more. It would really be great for you to explore this on your own if you want to. If you liked the video, if you learned from this, then give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel because I make content just like this every single week. And I will see you guys again whenever the next time I see you will be. That sentence made no sense. Bye!